time. February, you're my little Valentine. Just a pretty Mardi Gras queen. April, in your Easter bonnet, you're a dream. Yeah, yeah, my heart's in the world. I love my little cat from the good girl every day. Every day of the year. They settle up and go on home. Don't you let your light weed away. Like a firecracker all aglow. When you're on the beach, you steal the show. Yeah, my heart's in a glow. I love my little town, my little girl every day of the year. Play it a little bit. Yeah, my heart's in the world. I love my little gal, my little girl every day of the year. September, pack your bags and come on down. October, for a Halloween, you can be a clown. I'll give thanks, you belong to me. December, you're the present beneath my tree. Yeah, yeah, my heart's in the world. I love my little old heart girl every day of the year. All right. What do you think? I think these girls could be on the runway in Vegas, huh? You know, seeing them all in those beautiful dresses reminds me of this gal. She went down to a bridal shop on El Paseo the other day and wanted to buy a white wedding dress for her 4th wedding. Well, the clerks kind of talked among themselves and they said, we've got to break this to her that white is really for the virgin bride. So they told her, and she said, well, I am a virgin. They said, well, you've been married 3 times and you say you're a virgin? She said, oh yes. She said the first husband got so excited, so emotionally excited that at the church he dropped over. Oh, they said, that's sad, my goodness sake. Well, what about the second one? Well, she said, we were running for the limousine right after the wedding. We were going on our honeymoon, and a car came by and wiped her off. Oh, they said, what terrible luck. Well, what about the third one? Oh, she said, he was a Democrat. They said, well, so he was a Democrat. Well, she said he used to just sit on the edge of the bed every night and tell me how good it's going to be. Oh my. You know, our next act hails from northern Minnesota, where again it was very cold. He's up in the Iron Range country there, and we don't know just what he's going to do, but we got him iron, and it's Lars Nordquist. We're going to bring him on here. Lars, where are you? Here we go.
Sure enough, you know, I'm from up there on the range there in northern Minnesota, you know, and actually that's it. There's other notable people that come from up there. I don't know if you knew that or not. But there's that singer, that Bob Dylan guy, and there was another fellow there, that Jimmy Hoffa guy, but they haven't seen him lately. And but here the other day, the governor, he come up there and toured the Iron Range there, you know. And he detected right off that there was rich folks and poor folks up there. And yeah, he could tell, he said, because the rich folks, they had 2 cars jacked up in the yard. I'll bet you're wondering how I can remember all this. I have cue cards. I learned that from Johnny Carson. A lot of you don't know that name. He was after you folks. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, you know, but here's what you really wanted to know is this is important. I got a notice that we're going to have an all-class reunion this year back there in Chisholm, where I was going to school years ago. I'm going to tell you right up front, folks, I didn't like school at all. I didn't like it. My dad never went to school. I figured, why should I? And so, but anyway, I do have some memories came back to me about my school days. And see if some will come back to you too, you know. But anyway, even though I didn't like school, I'd have to say my 3 best school years that I think that I enjoyed the most was in the 1st grade. Yeah, but if I applied myself, I did pretty good. And, you know, I crammed 8 years of grade school into just 13 years. And so that's not bad, you know. And so, but my favorite memory of my school days is this one right here. I fell in love with my 4th grade school teacher. Yeah, but we couldn't get married, you know, because our age difference. You know, she was 22 and I was 32. I can't tell you that one. That's for adult audiences. But here's one. No, that's one's blank. I forgot to write that one down. All right, but what you really came to hear, I know you've been waiting to get a report from Uncle Ole and Aunt Lena. And so I just got a letter here the other day. Let me see. Yeah. Here Lena writes, "Dear nephew, I'm writing this down slow because I know you don't read very fast. I got so much news to tell, I feel like a mosquito in a nudist camp. I don't know where to start." Ole, it seems here, Ole, he took some eggs to that hipping town here the other day to sell, and he saw this man laying down on the sidewalk, and so Ole stopped to help him. And the man says, "Oh," he says, "I fell on the ice," and he says, I think I broke my leg. Would you call the police for me?" So Ole, he run right into the first store, and he borrowed a cell phone, and he didn't know the number of the police station, so he just started pushing, and first thing you know, he must have hit 911 because a policeman answered. Well, anyway, the policeman says, "Oh, what's the trouble?" Ole says, "Oh, there's a man hurt here, and he needs help." "Well, where are you, sir?" Well, Ole asked the storekeeper, "Where are we?" "Oh, we're on 1st and Sycamore." So the policeman says, "Can you spell that for me, sir?" F-I-R... No, spell Sycamore. Just a minute, let me drag him over to Elm Street. Well, anyway. Oh, here it says, "Do you remember Ole's boss over at that big Hulrus mine there? You know the guy, he was so grouchy, he didn't smile for 30 years. Well, it says Ole asked him for a raise, and the guy laughed out loud. Am I going too fast for you? Well, anyway, it says here that Lena, she's been feeling mighty depressed and bored, all with this long, cold winter season they've been having up north. You know, it was so cold, you know, that somebody caught one of the congressmen had his hands in his own pocket. And, but here, so it says Lena, she asked Ole if Ole would take her down to that new psychiatrist doctor. And so Ole, he finally agreed, and they went down to the new psychiatrist doctor. And Lena says, "Oh, doctor," she said, "you got to help me. I'm feeling so blue and downhearted. All winter, all nothing but cold and snow and gloom and doom." Oh, so the doctor listened to Lena's story for a while, and he says, "Lena, I know what's wrong already." And he come out from around his desk, and he got a hold of Lena, and he give her a big kiss. Lena says, "I felt better already." Oh, then the doctor looked at Ole, and he says, "Now, Ole, That's what your Lena needs at least twice a week. Oh, it says Ole was very reluctant, but finally agreed he could bring me in on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Lars ORPS. All right, and look here, coming on now.
All right, I have a special guest for you good folks here tonight. And this is my lovely little granddaughter, Emily, coming out.
Emily.
Where's the third mic? There you go. All right. All right, here we go, Emily. Well, howdy, Emily.
Howdy, Grandpa.
Say, Emily, tell me, how is it that your daddy don't get out and fix the roof?
When it's raining, he can. And when the sun is shining, it don't leak.
Well, Emily, tell me this. Why is it that a black cow gives white milk that makes yellow butter?
Well, for the same reason a blueberry is red when it's green.
All right, Emily, if you're so smart, tell me this. How much dew could a dewdrop drop if a dewdrop could drop dew?
I'll tell you about the dewdrop, but you tell me this. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Well, okay, Emily, tell me one more thing. Since you're such a Weisenheimer, how far do you think it is from here to downtown Palm Springs?
Well, it's 3 lengths of a pool. If you don't believe me, lay down and measure it sometime.
All right! All right. All right. Well, Emily's got a little song she'd like to do for you good folks here tonight. All right? Are you ready, Emily?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
My name is Daisy, Daisy Raccoon. My name is Daisy, Daisy Raccoon. I hunt and fish by the light of the moon. That's the life of Daisy Raccoon. I hunt and fish by the light of the moon. I hunt and fish by the light of the moon. I'm up all night so I sleep till noon. That's the life of Daisy Raccoon. I'm up all night so I sleep till noon. I'm up all night so I sleep till noon. I wash my face in the blue lagoon. That's the life of Daisy Raccoon. I wash my face in the blue lagoon. I wash my face in the blue lagoon. I eat with my paws cause I don't have a spoon. That's the life of Daisy Raccoon.
Emily and Mike Turner. How about that? Grandpa and granddaughter. Wow. Very good. Very good. I love it. We're looking now for the arrival of the Easter Bunny, which I think is coming very close now with Easter. And at heart, I think I hear the bunny now. Probably driven down here by the cold in northern Minnesota. Oh, what do we got going here? Well, he's the Energizer Bunny, but I think we're going to have to maybe fuel him up a little. Okay. Oh, all right. I don't know if you heard about this couple. This couple believed in reincarnation, and they also believed that after death they could have a seance and contact each other. So finally he passed away, and 1 year to the date and the hour, she put the glass ball, pulled the shades down, and she tried to reach Horace. She said, Horace, Horace. And he says, Martha, Martha, we made contact. She said, Horace, what's it like up there? Well, he says, I get up in the morning and I have sex. I have a little mid-morning snack and I have sex. I have lunch and I have sex. I have a nap. Just Horace, is that what it's like up there? He says, up there, hell, I'm a jackrabbit in Arizona. But I don't think that's that same jackrabbit because it's still making the rounds. All right. I'm looking for that resort Horace. Are we coming here? Do we have a group from the Resorter Chorus who's going to favor us with a couple of numbers? All right. Here they go.
Now, if you can see those words up there, sing along with us, please. If you can't, hum. Okay?
These folks will be back again later. Uh-oh, there's trouble here. Get that clown out. I think she broke into a party crasher, probably. No, this group is going to put on a music festival next Sunday, the 21st, at 4 p.m. in La Palma. And I think you wouldn't want to miss it. There's more of us than we're up here tonight. So, good job. How about a hand for the chorus? You know, they claim there's quite a few older people living here. I don't think so. We're all much younger than that. But we've heard of a group called the Old Codgers out here on the golf course. And I think they plan to play us a visit here very soon. Oh my gosh, here they come now. Look out. Look out.
tee off time. We better get back up there quicker, because they won't tee off without us, man. Whoa! Whoa!
This it.
Well, okay. Get up the provisions. Okay, here we go. Wow, this is a nice place. Oh, you hold that for me, please, thank you.
This looks like a nice goal.
Yeah. Ooh. $129 green fee it ought to be. Well. I think someone,
It's scary.
yeah. I think somebody stepped on an armadillo. Yep.
Well, Fred, it's Sunday, and we're playing Sunday afternoon golf.
Yes, sir.
Do you think it's a sin to play golf on Sunday?
Well, you play it's a sin any day. You know, you
Why?
hard hat,
Have you played
a
here?
salsa shirt.
This is a golf shirt.
That ain't-
The hard hat.
That ain't no golf shirt.
Hey, the sales lady told me it was a golf shirt. It was the latest thing in a golf shirt.
Where'd you get all them clothes?
Well, there's a little place called LaFell's House of Colorful Clothing just around the corner there.
Yeah, all I can say, there must have been some cute little blonde
I'll tell you,
clerk got you going really good, boy.
let me tell you. Her name is Shirley, and she's drop dead gorgeous. And I have her number if you want it. Now the hard hat. Have you played here? They told me it was a par 3. But out on the course, all I ever hear is 4, 4, 4. This is for safety reasons.
Oh, I see, okay.
And you haven't mentioned
What's in the mug?
the mug. Oh, this is a golfer's health drink. We have a variety of fruit juices. We have a little rum to keep the scurvy away. We have a little gin to relax us for the putts. And then we have a little tequila for the fa-va-boom, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You betcha.
You haven't asked me about my golf shoes. You've heard of hybrid clubs? These are hybrid golf shoes. They're a combination of golf shoes and Crocs. They're known as Crocs. And they're really comfortable. Tell me, I've heard that you've been taking industrial strength Viagra to grow that hair up there.
That's true.
How's it working out for you?
Really good. I mean, I only had to call the doctor after 4 hours one night.
You've been taking it for 3 months, you only called him once? I don't think I want to know about the other times. It's quite okay. Nice golf gloves, like, how come? Where'd you get those golf gloves?
This one?
Gloves, the gloves.
Oh, the glove.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you meant my club. Yeah.
No.
Put that head cover right over there. I'm going to tee off here for a second. You know, I think I forgot the line. These are golf gloves. These are work gloves. I need them to fill the divots up that you make on the.
Oh, very good.
Very good.
Did I tell you I got a brand new set of golf clubs for my wife?
Well, that was a pretty good trade.
I thought so. You betcha. So, what do you think about the game today? Like, I played here before, and I'd move heaven and earth to break 54 here today.
I'll bet you would. Last week when we played, you moved most there, and I think maybe you got to concentrate on heaven.
I'll try my best.
You know, God invented golf to punish early retirees.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, you mean I have to keep working?
That's right.
Oh, I hate that.
For a while. Okay.
Do you have any idea what an oxymoron is?
I think it's an easy par 3 golf course.
You've got it. This is not an easy par 3 golf course.
It is not. I think we better tee off and get out of here.
Show me your swing.
Well,
I learned from it.
gets farther down every year. I'm playing a Pro V1.
Okay.
Is that the first hole?
Right over there.
Oh, over there. Oh, okay.
You can see a lot of greens on this.
All right, Eva.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why I wear the hard
There's a
hat.
big sign over there that says, eat more chicken. I'm going to
Get that. Just to the left.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice swing. Nice follow through. Oh, yeah.
I haven't done it yet.
Oh.
Sure is quiet here on the tee.
Well, yeah. Whoa! Good shot.
We're out of here, man.
The old counters. That's almost obscene, isn't it? They call him Quattro. He's got 4 of them. This couple here in outdoor resorts. Give him a hand. He's really doing a good job. Never saw a cow with 1,700. But are they real? Okay. There's a couple here in outdoor resorts that got talking about things. And the wife said to the husband, she said, if I died, would you get married again? And he said, well, I'd be pretty lonesome all by myself. Well, she said, would you let her live in our house? Well, he said, we worked hard. We both worked building this thing, and I just hate to get rid of the house. I guess I would. Well, she said, would you let him sleep in our bed? And he said, well, I love that bed. It's helped my back a lot. Yeah, I think I would. She said, would you let him use my golf clubs? He said, no, she's left-handed. Oh, trouble. This next skit comes from something that some of you still remember, the Johnny Carson Show. Would you now welcome Ed McMahon?
And here's Johnny. Please welcome the all-knowing, all-telling Super Sultan from the East, Karnak the Magnificent. Welcome, great sages.
I need to turn my microphone on though. Stay chanted.
Oh,
Sin Sullivan.
I hold in my hand envelopes. These envelopes are hermetically sealed.
C.
They have been kept in a mayonnaise jar in Funkin' Wagnall's porch since noon today. No one has seen the contents of these envelopes. And now you will tell us the question without ever seeing what's inside.
Sound most difficult.
Here is envelope number 1.
I have not seen the question, but I will divine the question, even though it is sealed in this envelope. 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
What time are ORPS owners going to the bathroom or standing in line for dinner dance tickets?
And here is envelope number 2.
May I have absolute silence, please?
Often you get absolute silence.
May the bluebird of happiness fly up your nose. The answer is 112.
112.
How many times has the ORPS front security gate been run into? May your only son become a goalie on a new Canadian hockey team.
Here is envelope number 3.
Iran, Saudi Arabia, and $1 tacos at Del Taco.
Iran, Saudi Arabia, and $1 tacos at Del Taco.
I said that. Name the 3 largest suppliers of gas in the world today. This audience would laugh at old man trying to mount a greased camel.
Here is envelope number 4.
Until he gets caught.
Until he gets caught.
Until he gets caught. I said that. How long does a U.S. congressman serve?
I hold in my hand.
Wait.
Oh, wait.
May a desert dog drag a dead cow into your fifth wheel.
I still hold in my hand the last envelope.
Last envelope. The answer is catch 22.
Catch 22.
What would the Dodgers do if you hit them 100 pop-up flies? This audience would lob a grenade at Bambi's mother.
Thank you, Carnac the Magnificent, for appearing on our show.
And toothless cat, gum your grandmother's wheat bits.
Carnac, the Magnificent, epic man. How about that? Wow. Did you see yourself in any of those answers? I don't know. I heard it mention Canada while they were up here talking, and I don't know if you know how Canada got its name, but the early pioneers that came into that territory decided they'd take all the letters of the alphabet and put them in a hat and draw them out, and when they had enough, they'd decide on a name. So they started C-A-N-A-D-A. I I really love all you Canadians. We have some really good friends that are Canadians, but why is it they say that Canadians are like hemorrhoids? If they come down and go back up, they're okay. But if they come down and stay, they can be a real pain. I know I'm going to get hate mail tomorrow. You guys are all right, all right. Next on the agenda here, I think that bunny's going to show up again somewhere. Oh, here he comes now. My goodness. I don't know if he's the one from Arizona, but I don't think so. Do you? Maybe. Maybe. He's going to make his rounds here. I don't think he'll make the drug and jury part, but he's trying. Come on, Bunny. Those old codgers are over here at the edge of the room here, and I know they're dying to get up here and play golf with you. Here he comes. Hey, hey. Wow, look at this guy. It takes a lot of energy to do what he's doing. Beating his own drum. Uh-oh. I have to help him here. It looks like the batteries might be going. Oh, my. Oh, my. I think you did it. Plug it in. Yeah. The Energizer Bunny. Well, get your notebooks out now. You might want to take down these jokes because the old codgers are coming back on the course. Where are the old codgers? Here they come. Oh, hey guys, look at it. Great. Have a good round.
Pretty good.
Have a good round.
Yeah, we did have them. We played the first 9 already.
Well, Fred, played the first 9. What do you think of my game so far?
Well, I think you played pretty good, but you really need a putting lesson.
I do?
Yes, you do.
Can you give me one?
Yeah, I can. Just come on, line up there with the flag over here. Get right on line with the hole.
I'll get out the new putter you gave me.
Now line up with the hole. Now give it a little wiggle when you get up there. I'll bet you thought that was one of them Vancouver honkers.
I did!
I'll put this back. Yeah, that was pretty good. All right. Yeah, I'm glad. You know, you got to put a little more into it. Just a little more, okay? You know, those Vancouver honkers, that's the only Canadians I don't like.
You don't like?
I don't like them. They leave
That's
deposits.
That's too bad. We send them all
They leave
down.
deposits. Oh, yeah, I know you do. We send them back too.
Yeah.
We chase them babies off of here.
Okay, that's funny.
Okay, let's go. I better get my putter out. Little break to the right.
Have you got a putter?
Yeah, get it out here.
It's longer than mine.
I can make it longer than that too.
It's really longer than mine.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, go ahead and try. Oh, yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
That will improve my game.
I think so. I think it probably will. Yep. You know, I kind of like your game a little better. You're missing the ball much closer than you used to.
Oh, that's good.
But you still got a little bit of a problem. You're standing way too close to it. After you hit it.
Oh,
After you hit it, you stand way too close to it.
well, this hole, we're ready. You think I can get there with a 5-iron?
Oh, eventually.
Did you ever know that here the detectives were investigating the murder of a guy by the name of Juan Gonzalez here in Cathedral City?
Oh, really?
Yep.
How did he get killed?
He was shot with a golf gun.
A golf gun? What's a golf gun?
I don't know, but it sure made a hole in one.
You know, God invented par threes to humiliate retirees, I think. You know, the shorter the hole, the more humiliation that it provides for you. You know, that's like number 10 out here. I four putted that thing during the club championship. I really did.
Do you remember the drive I had, the huge slice on hole number 2? Wasn't that awesome? Power?
It was okay, but it wasn't nearly as good as the 5 skips across the lake on 4 and going into the bunker. I thought that was a lot more outstanding.
That is my specialty, there's no question. Somebody told me that there's the golf saying is the 3 ugliest words in golf.
Yeah, I heard that once too. You know what it is? You're still awake. That's what it is. 3 ugliest words in golf. You know that? You know, when I stand up and I look out at the pond and I think, there's no water there. And then the water gets in my mind. And that's not a very good swing thought. That water in your mind, that's kind of like water on the brain. You know, you heard of that? That's really bad. You know, real golfers don't miss putts either. You know, they just kind of, they just kind of get raw. That's why I wrote a book. You remember that book I gave you here a couple weeks ago?
I did.
How to line up your 4th putt? Man, it's a good one. You have to read it.
And especially, you're not supposed to cry when you line up your 4th putt, is that right?
True.
True.
Very true.
A couple days ago, I was reading a golf book and read a couple of good golf jokes. You want to hear them?
We ain't got nothing else to do, so we can't tee off for another 5 minutes. So
They-
you may as well go ahead.
They're awful slow up ahead, aren't they? Anyway, a gushy reporter told Phil Mickelson one day, "Phil, you are spectacular. Your name is synonymous with the name of golf. Every course we play, no matter where it is, you really know your way around. What's your secret?" Duh, the holes are numbered. You like that? The police are called to the apartment to find a woman holding a bloody 5-iron standing next to a lifeless man. And the detective asks, "Ma'am, is that your husband?" Yes it is," she says. "Did you hit him with that golf club?" Yes I did." The woman begins to sob and drops the club and puts her hands on her face and feels real bad. And the detective says, "How many times did you hit him?" "I don't know, 5, 6, maybe 7 times. Put me down for a 4. I like that one too. Okay, looks like these guys are ready up ahead.
Yeah, but I think we better tee off. Now remember, when you tee off, keep your head down. Keep it behind the ball. Okay? You very seldomly ever look up and see a good shot. They're always bad. So now, see if you can do it. Actually, that's not 9. 9's, yeah, it is out there. I see the flag out there. It is out there. Okay, turn it on, baby.
Where's your club? You gave the wrong club here. That's okay, I'll try and hit it with this one.
I left it over in the car.
I noticed that. here. It's not. We're trying to be quiet on the golf course. It's not supposed to be quiet. It's really hard to get good though. Pick box and one you get. You know.
It is hard to get good. Come on, Keon, we gotta get out of here. They got some more people here. Oh, yeah.
There's one.
Yeah, you city folks do everything. You put your balls on your tees when you're driving and everything.
I just don't know. I just don't know. I told you this was the wrong club. 2. I'm hitting 2. 3? 3. I like to keep score my way.
We're out of here.
We're out of here.
Go Conquerors! Wow! Way to go, guys. Wouldn't you like to run into them on the golf course? My gosh, I don't know. Shove them in a water hazard or something. I had a little talk with them backstage about the balls they're using here. And I said, now, there's a new ball out by Nike, very expensive, but I think you people, being such experts at the game, should buy one. Tiger Woods endorsed this ball. Back when, I guess. But anyway, the old codger told me he bought one. He took it out to the course and he sat it on the tee and he looked at that water on hole 1 and he thought, I'm not going to do this. And he went back and got an old beat up ball and put it on the tee. He was just getting ready to hit the ball and he heard a voice from above say, play the new one. He must know something. He ran back, got the new ball, put it on, just getting ready to address the ball, and he heard the voice say, take a practice swing. So he backed off and took a big whip on this thing, and he stepped up ready to address that ball, and the voice said, play the old one. I think it was one of those codgers that did that. I'm sure that it was. Well, it looks like we're set up for some fun right up here now. These guys are leaving their stuff all over the place. There's a little prize for somebody out there. We are going to be privileged now by one of our co-producers, Dixie Owens, going to give us a little offering here. Dixie, you are on.
I don't think so.
Maybe she's not on. Here she comes. You may. Okay, you need one of that stand.
Oh, there, that's better.
They
Have
are out there.
any of you ever seen my husband Howard and I playing the back nine? Well, you know what we play is something called shoot and giggle. Because we are not good golfers, but we've learned a lot. How many of you golf? How many of you don't? Keep it that way. In my hand, I hold a ball, white and dimpled, rather small. Oh, how bland it does appear, this harmless little sphere. By its size, you'd never guess the awesome power it does possess. But since I fell beneath its spell, I've wandered through the fires of hell. My life has not been quite the same since I took up this stupid game. It rules my mind for hours on end, and a fortune it's made me spend. Made me yell and curse and cry. I hate myself. I'm gonna die. It promises a thing called par. If I can hit it straight and far, I never do. To master such a tiny ball should not be difficult at all. But my desires the ball refuses. It does exactly as it chooses. It hooks, slices, it dribbles and dies, and it disappears before my eyes. Often it'll have a whim to hit a tree or take a swing. And with miles of grass on which to land, it finds this tiny patch of sand. And it has me offering up my soul if I can only find the hole. It makes me whimper like a pup. And swear that I will give it up. I'll take a drink to drown my sorrow. But the ball knows I'll be back tomorrow.
Wow, Dixie Owen! All right. Very nice. And they think we're down here losing our marbles. Come on. What a good memory. Very, very good. We're moving on here to the classy part of our show, although a lot of us have been pretty classy so far. But this is going to be Went with the Wind. I'm sure you all saw that when you were kids. And it's called Went with the Wind. So would you welcome the cast here of Went with the Wind? Oh, the resorters. Are you going to come on now?
Yeah.
Well, come on down. Come on down, the resorters. Coming back for their second number here. Welcome, the resorters.
Not again.
Should mention all the words to the songs that we're singing tonight have been written also by Dixie.
No, just the first one.
First one? Okay.
I don't know where these other came from, but sure are cute.
Directed by Ron James. Wonderful. And don't forget their concert, Sunday the 21st. This is a commercial. La Palma at 4 o'clock. And it's free. That always helps. We look forward to hearing these folks. Now I checked backstage, and the Went with the Wind has not gone with the wind. They're still here. And I'd like to bring them on now for a nice little skit here. It's Went with the Wind.
bosses. You could get a job, get a job. Or you could ask Captain Butler for the money. That scoundrel, I never want to see him again. That's a damn shame, Miss Scarlet, 'cause he made a bundle in the war, and he's a millionaire now. Why, precious rat. Look, here come Captain Butler now. Look at me, I'm a mess. Miss Scarlet, them damn Yankees done stole all your clothes. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Here, Miss Scarlet, hop behind these drapes. Help me, sissy. I've got a dress to make. Why, Captain Butler, what a pleasant surprise.
Hello, Sissy. Is Miss Scarlet at home?
Come on in, she'll be down in a minute. So how are you, Captain Butler?
How am I? You asked that of a man who just returned from battle? Who's seen brother pitted against brother? Who's seen the world that he loves crumble beneath his feet? And you ask, how are you? How are you?
I'm pretty good, thanks. How's you?
Sissy, I'm a man of many wishes. I wish the smaller dress. I wish for a life that's free and simple. And I wish I were in the land of cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Look away!
Look away.
Look away! Dixieland.
You know, that's pretty catchy, Captain Butler. You ought to set that to music. Well, I don't know what we're gonna do. Miss Scarlet should be here pretty soon. I don't know where she. Oh.
Why, Red, what brings you to Tara?
You vixen, you. Scarlet, I love you. That gown is gorgeous.
Why, thank you. I saw it in the window and I just couldn't resist it.
Miss Scarlet, will you marry me?
You are the spoon of the ocean and the chicken of the sea. Of course I'll marry you.
Ain't you gonna find somebody around here to marry you, Miss Scarlet?
I am the tax collector, but I also moonlight as a justice of the peace.
Will you marry us?
Sure. I now pronounce you man and wife. Now wear them back taxes.
Here's your $400. Sissy, show that man the door.
Shoot, for $400, I'll show him anything he wants. Come on, sugar.
Scarlet, alone at last.
If you want me, you're going to have to take me.
Frankly, Scarlet, I'm pooped.
Frankly, Scarlet, I don't give a damn.
All right, wet with a win. All right. South there. Gonna hang that back in the window. Okay. You know, speaking of the South, reminds me they just had the Mardi Gras down in New Orleans. And you know, it's a curious thing. Down in New Orleans, when they have the Mardi Gras, they have the parades and everything, women are bearing real breasts to get fake jewelry. But out in Hollywood, they're bearing fake breasts to get real jewelry. I guess that's what happens at Mardi Gras. You know, the Olympics were just on up there in Canada, and boy, did we do well. Huh? We had a little problem with hockey, but we did very well. But the worst thing that happened up there is the Polish hockey team couldn't make it this year. They all drowned at spring practice. Another thing that's happening right now is income tax time is coming. But you know, the IRS has instituted a new department that forgives back errors in your taxes. All you have to do is send in the money, and there are no questions asked. So this guy sends a letter to them, and he said, "Dear sirs, last year I cheated on my income tax, and I haven't been able to sleep a night since. Enclosed, please find $500. And if I still can't sleep, I'll send the rest in." Ah, yes, taxes, we're sure of those. All right. I believe that those old codgers are going to make one more play at this golf up here. And we'll see if they're in the restroom. Oh, I see them out there now. They're coming on the tee. The old codgers making their final visit here. Look at this guy.
Oh man, that's quite a game. This is quite a course. You know that? Yes, sir. You know, I think the Scots invented this game, and anyway, the people in